Hello everyone, myself Ami Mehta, and in computer network let us discuss what is broadcast routing. So basically in some application hosts need to send messages to many or all other hosts. So for example, a service distributing weather reports, stock market updates, or live radio programs might work best by broadcasting. Broadcasting means one person or one information send to many other, or we want to send one information, one data to many other host, person, whatever we can say that. So best by broadcasting to all machines and letting those that are interested read the data. So stock market updates, live radio programs, weather reports, these are the example of broadcast. So sending a packet to all destination simultaneously is called broadcasting. So this weather reports, stock market updates, similarly we are sending a packet. In network terms, we are sending packet to all destination in a network simultaneously is called broadcasting. So the first broadcasting method that requires no special features from this subnet is for the source to simply send a distinct packet to each destination. So in this method there is no requirement of any other information or any other source. It simply sends a packet to each destination. Not only is the method wasteful of bandwidth, but is also require the source to have a complete list of all destination. Now the first we say that there is no special feature or no any other information is required, but we can say that it is a wasteful of bandwidth, because for example there is a total 5 node in a network. So this host want to send packet to this destination or this host, but basically what it do, it sends to all other in the network, because this is a broadcast method. So it is a wasteful of bandwidth, and it also requires that this source have all the list of this other destination. So in practice this may be the only possibility, but it is the least desirable of the methods. So here the reserve path forwarding, this is a network, this is a sync tree, this is the tree built by reverse path forwarding. Now flooding is another second method. So the second broadcast method is flooding. So although flooding is ill suited for ordinary point-to-point communication, for broadcasting it might rate serious consideration, especially if none of the method described below are applicable. Okay, so what is the problem with flooding? So the problem with flooding as a broadcast technique is the same problem. It has a point to point routing algorithm. It generates too many packets and consumes too much bandwidth. Okay, so the same issue, like it consumes bandwidth and too much bandwidth, and it generates too many packets, and it requires that as point to point routing algorithm. So this is flooding is second method. The third algorithm is multi-destination routing. So the first broadcasting method, in that there is no requirement of special features. Okay, the second one we see is the flooding. The third algorithm is multi-destination routing. If this method is used, each packet contains either a list of destinations or a bitmap indicating the desired destination. So in this method it contains either list of destination or it has a bitmap indicating the desired destinations, not all list. So when a packet arrives at a router, the router checks all the destination to determine the set of output lines that will be needed. And the router generates a new copy of the packet for each output line to be used and includes in each packet only those destinations that are to use the line. So it will copy the output and send to only those destinations that are used to the line. Now, a fourth broadcast algorithm makes explicit use of the sync tree for the router initiating the broadcast or any other convenient spanning tree for that matter. So, the figure that we already see. So, a fourth broadcast algorithm explicitly uses sync tree for the router initiating the broadcast or any other convenient spanning tree for that matter. A spanning tree is a subset of the subnet that includes all the routers but contains no loops. So, a spanning tree is a subset of the subnet which includes all the routers but contains no loops. If each routers know which of its line belong to the spanning tree, it can copy an incoming broadcast packet onto all the spanning tree lines except the one it arrived on. So it will copy the data on the line, outgoing line, or which is on the spanning tree lines, except the one it arrived on. So from where it is arrived, except this line, it copy the data to the all other line. Now the fifth broadcast algorithm is reverse path forwarding. Is remarkably simply once it has been pointed out. So when a broadcast packet arrives at a router, the router checks to see if the packet arrived on the line that is normally used for sending packets to the source of the broadcast. If so, there is an excellent chance that the broadcast packet itself follows the best route from the router and is therefore the first copy to arrive at the router. So this being the case, the router forwards copies of it onto all lines except the one it arrived on. So what happened in the fifth one? That it uses the reverse path forwarding. And when a broadcast packet arrives at particular router and the router checks to see if the packet arrive on that line is normally used for sending packets to the source of the broadcast. If so, then this is the excellent chance that this broadcast packet itself follow a best route for from the router and is therefore the first copy to arrive at the router. Okay, so here we see the image of reverse path forwarding. So this is the sync tree and this is the network. So if this is a network, the sync tree will be look like this, and there is no loop in this sync tree. And reverse path forwarding is look like this of this network. Okay. So the fifth broadcast algorithm uses reverse path forwarding. Okay. So this is total 5 different algorithms which is used for broadcast routing. Broadcast means one source to send the packets to various points. For example, here if we want to send A to destination M, then it sends to all other. Then if it is sending this packets to all other router also. Or sometimes we want that the one information is passed through all other router. So in that case, broadcast is required. Okay. So this is all about broadcast routing. And similar kind of algorithm broadcast and multicast. So that particular multicast routing we will discuss later. Till now we are discuss broadcast routing. Thank you.